The 2014 BET Hip Hop Awards are over, and as always, the ciphers are the only thing that I care about. 8 ciphers in total, with 2 that were featured exclusively online. The Taylor Gang Cypher, Live Cypher, the URL Cypher, and since the rest of the sessions were an assortment of people, I've titled them with the most notable name in each cypher. The David Banner Cypher, Logic Cypher, Remy Ma Cypher, Loaded Luck Cypher, and the CONCEITED Cypher. The chosen beat for all but one of the ciphers was Dreams by Biggie, and I gotta say that I would have been fine with a more contemporary instrumental like the 0 to 100 that was featured in the Live Cypher, but I understand the idea of fusing the new with the old. David Banner performed more of an a cappella cypher addressing the injustice on the black youth. Remy Ma and Papoose tag teamed their verses, exchanging bars. Mexican rapper Snow the Product threw in some Spanish into her verse, and Taylor Gang managed to all drop mediocre verses one after another, which brings me to the first award, Worst Cypher. The nominees are Taylor Gang, Loaded Lux, and Remy Ma. And the winner is Taylor Gang. I even gave you some foreshadow. Holy shit, they were fucking terrible. The Logic Cypher showed an impressive job by Detroit Shay, D1, and of course Logic. The Live Cypher had more of a fresh feel, probably because it had its own beat, and not to mention stellar verses from Arsenal, Mook, and even Calico, who I'm not too fond of. The CONCEITED Cypher featured some artists that I've never heard. I wonder if hearing a new voice makes me appreciate them more because I didn't expect much, as opposed to feeling let down by someone like King Los, who I'm very familiar with, who may have dropped a solid verse. Dylan Cooper stood out, Emilio Rojas was probably one of the best openers of the night, and CONCEITED was better than normal. So, best cypher, David Banner Cypher, the Live Cypher, CONCEITED Cypher, or the Logic Cypher. And the winner is the Live Cypher. I think it had 3 strong performances, whereas the rest of them just had 2 at the most. 3 is more than 2, plus there were no do-overs. Some people like COUTURE and Corey Sharon felt out of sync. Dolla was just... no. Sue Surf, who's normally a beast, slipped up and slurred a few of his words, and JACE to 9 was just... no. Which brings me to Worst Verse. And the nominees are Dolla, COUTURE, JACE to 9, and the entire Taylor Gang Cypher. And the winner is Dolla. He attempted to harmonize his verse. This isn't a chorus on a club record, Ty. It's a cypher. Try to show some versatility. I love that Arsenal called out Mook, and Mook called out Drake over his own beat. Snow the Product not only creatively fused another language in her verse, but she also managed to have the best flow patterns of the night. And so did Logic, who took a shot at the listeners who only focus on fancy delivery and don't pay attention to lyrics. Rain mixed in everything and sort of took the David Banner approach. So the nominees are Murda Mook, Rain 910, Snow the Product, Arsenal, and Logic. And the winner is Snow the Product. Maybe this is her best foot forward, but nothing I've heard from Snow in the past has been this sharp or direct. Plus, anytime someone takes a shot at Jocelyn Hernandez is fine by me. So on to next year's BET Cypher. Who was your best? Who was your worst? Who do you feel should have been featured? And from a scale of 1 to 10, how high was Dolla? That nigga was high as shit. I don't even think he was able to comprehend what he was saying. It was just that bad.